of France and England. This critical battlefield is the stage for a clash of enemy fleets. This idyllic setting will soon be shattered by the thunder of guns and flash of explosions, as only one fleet can be victorious. This is Sea of Fortune. Sea of Fortune is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination style map with 3 cap points running a line from west to east. The A cap is on the left, B is in the center, and C is on the right. The A cap is surrounded by islands, but offers virtually no cover from within the cap itself. Those islands provide plenty of places for radar cruisers to conceal themselves, making aggressive destroyer plays for the cap early in a game frequently suicidal. A narrow passage links cap A and cap B in the center. There are only 4 ways in and out of the B cap, 1 in each cardinal direction, and no cover inside. Cap C is possibly the easiest cap for destroyers to contest, but that doesn't make it any less dangerous. Wide open to the north and south with a connecting passage to B cap in the west, ships caught in C by enemy radar have nowhere to hide. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Sea of Fortune.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us know in the chat who you've got for this game. Will it be KSC bringing this game back against ARP, or will ARP get their brooms out and sweep them into the abyss? Let's go over our lineups here. So on KSC's side, the heavies are being made up by Yamato and Kremlin. They're also running a double Des Moines here. A few changes here, though. Double Goliath with a Minotaur, which we're assuming that's going to be a radar Minotaur. And we're seeing a Daring for the first time today, alongside Drift's Gearing. Let's hope he can stay alive for a little bit longer than last time. What do we have over on the ARP Danger Noodle side, Snake?
All right, so Danger Noodle. I love that name. I bet everybody can figure out why. We got the Somers. We got the Somers going over to C with Des Moines, Zhao, Hindenburg, and Lady Alyssa's Yami heading over. So it appears once again we kind of got a 5 on the east. There's a Des Moines. Snipers Des Moines is going up the middle. Probably going to go cuddle in that F5 grid square. Then we got the Kremlin, Minotaur, and Gearing that are heading over towards A. And the Gearing and the Minotaur are right next to each other. So yeah, for sure, it's going to be radar Minotaur with a Smoky Boy Gearing to help conceal. So
a very, very strong combo with that Minotaur and Gearing. The American Smoke and the British Radar, very, very strong, as that Minotaur is a stealth radar. So It's very, very effective, but also a very, very risky play. We like to call that ship, radar ships, I'm sure as you all know this, as the Manitar. Oh yeah,
the Manitar.
Anyways,
seems like Euro comes up with every good nickname for a ship, huh?
That one I think was actually Sharon Rose Motorrad, I believe.
Oh, wait, Sharon. Oh yeah, that amazing montage.
Freaking glorious. But anyways, initial deployments for KSC, we do have a Goliath heading out towards the 910 line. Another one staying above the C cap with a Minotaur heading towards C as well. Aussie Zeus is Daring in between the B and C cap, backing in with Navy SEAL bringing up the rear in his Yamato. Quicksilver has put himself on the corner of the B island up top here. Drift is backing into A. Another Des Moines up on Shadow Wolfish, up on the 3 line with his Des Moines with a Kremlin on the back, and it looks like a radar did go out while I was saying that.
Yeah, and El Rabin is getting shot at from 3 different angles, right at the southern part of the C cap. Oh boy.
Oh boy, this is a big damage going in. Bang, bang, wow.
Did you see the Goliath? That HE just tore him apart.
Oh, it broke his ship in half. But the counter radar comes back in from Valen Antilles. They're looking for Aussie Zeus to get that damage back. However, I do think this will be a trade in KSC's favor because Aussie can heal, but the Somers can't.
No, and the Somers continues to take more damage, down to 3,500. Those I Am Coop's first salvo, I think that was about 7,000 damage. That's certainly what the Goliath does best. That HE is extremely powerful. So
oh goodness, chat, can we get a exclamation point slap clap in the chat? That poor Somers. Who hurt you? Show me on the hull where the mean Goliath touched you.
Yeah, he got touched pretty hard. He's down to 3.4k when all is said and done. So unfortunately for ARP, that Somers is, well, really not going to be able to contest the C cap unless, well, like, he wants to die, because he doesn't have nearly enough HP to think about tanking a salvo or 2 anymore. So he's kind of relegated just to torpedoes and spotting.
However, there is a silver lining to him being that low in health. adrenaline rush with the Somers' insane torpedo reload, he could become a
Of
real
course.
threat on the flank because KSC failed to pick up that kill on El Rabin.
Of course. He is actually kind of moving
Oh,
back in the
torpedoes
area.
incoming. He could take one here. Harness your Euro beat and the dodge. He gets in between those two Minotaur torpedoes from Torino.
Woo.
Torino once again establishing dominance on this C cap. Well done by KSC.
Uh-oh. The other gearing on the A cap. Hilarious, man. Well, it's not so funny right now. He's taking damage from 3 different angles, and I think Quicksilver Slash's Des Moines has him on radar right now.
Let's take a look at that. Yeah, he is currently on radar. It looks like he's spotted lots of incoming
no.
fire.
Oh, he can't really get out. Look, he might beach himself. And there's the Minotaur. No! Don't drop the torps there. Oh boy.
There are gearing torpedoes incoming. He
What
might
is
be.
he doing? Why is he dropping torps? He's gonna beach. Oh, forehead.
He does go unspotted though. Oh, the Des Moines getting picked up. Valenantilli is trying to make a big brain play by getting in towards that cap. He does take a torpedo from Aussie Zeus. First blood going to KSC. They are up in HP by by exactly 100,000 right now. They're really fighting for this. They're really fighting for their right to stay in this game.
I'm still amazed that the Minotaur dropped torps when Hilarious Man obviously had to come around the headland to get, and it delayed the time that he was able to get around the corner. That was okay. All right. That was interesting.
I mean, we're seeing some big brain plays. Hey,
Big
just because you have a big brain doesn't mean it's nice and doesn't mean it's not smooth.
And El Rabin surprisingly is contesting C. I mean, or not contesting, he is capping it, but I mean, if there's radar available, it's pretty much going to be game over for him.
Oh no, Torino's Minotaur is radaring, but he is just out of range. It does 100 meters, not even. He's going to get picked up now, though. If he does, yeah, he's picked up now. But it's too little, too late. But at the same time, Aussie Zeus coming in. Here come the guns.
And the Goliaths are shooting at it. Well, at least one Goliath took a shot.
Oh, just behind.
Nope. Oh, the Zal Juno. There's AP coming in on Juno.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Can't turn right.
Ooh, definitely a little bit of a hit there. Definitely looks like some full pens. The second salvo coming. Oh no, that's Des Moines AP. Those are Citadels.
Yeah. Silver Slash. He's got that angle up in Echo 5.
Juno, what happened? Oh my God.
ARP, what is going on, fam? Both DDs are crushed. They've already lost 2 cruisers.
I gotta blow up the fonts here. There we go.
Lady Alyssa taking some damage. That was 20,000 damage as well. Wow. KSC is not fooling around, and now they have 2 completely undetected Goliaths just raining HE down on Alyssa. This is quickly going off the deep end for ARP here.
Top 10 anime moments before death.
Yeah, that was a strange place for the Zal to be, being all the way up in G7. I'm not sure about that, but
that's twice Danger Noodle has pushed cruisers into questionable places. That was a very, very, very questionable. First the Des Moines, then the Zal. I don't know what he was expecting there. However, there is one smart move here. Look at Bunyan's Hindenburg over on the line here. He went unmolested first on game 1, and now we have this.
Well, Weebs and Coops Goliaths are just sitting in a perfect spot, and there's also torps coming in on Alyssa. I think she's kaput here, down to 11k.
Oh, can we get an F in the chat? She DCPs, but it's going to be too little too late. Can we get an F in chat? She's shooting HE at these Goliaths just to hopefully get something.
Yeah.
But I think this could be the last salvo right here.
If not this one, Coop is definitely locked in and got the range. Salvo coming in. There's also more AP from the other Yamato. And that's it.
Oh, man. ARP Danger Noodle in a terrible place right now. This was their map pick too, right?
Yeah, this was their map pick and spawn. And look at over in G3, the Minotaur, the Kremlin, and the gearing down at 4k HP are also just, I mean, KSC has complete map control, and they really haven't had to expend that much HP to get it. The gearing, or I'm sorry, the Somers is also maybe going to kick the bucket here. Look at all that fire coming in. Holy crap.
El Rabin just gets absolutely destroyed. I think it's all over here but the crying. Bunyan left here against 1v5, trying desperately to get something happening, but I don't think it's going to happen.
No way. There's they're down way too much at this point. And now we got Quicksilver. It appears moving in on the north side of the B cap. So, yeah.
I think he's going to. I think he's going to go for Sniper's Des Moines and say hello, hey, hi, I'm here, and then start punching him in the side of the head. Stop!
Yeah.
He's already dead.
Yeah, he is on the B cap now, of course. AP going in on Sniper from the Kremlin, I think. Borla? Nope, just a miss. Borla is having a face full of torps come in, but a nice Kremlin-sized gap right there. So, yeah, the HP getting taken off at the beginning, the questionable cruiser positioning. I mean, that was odd. That was very odd. And now Bunyan over here is taking the brunt of, it appears, the Minotaur. Yeah, the Minotaur is getting some good shots in as well. So it's official. We're going to game 3. No question about it. No question about it.
Because there's a 400-point lead here. ARP does not have a single cap to their name. And it does look like, will Quicksilver make this play against Sniper?
Quicksilver, here he comes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, are you silly, buddy? He's still going to send it.
I think. No, he's turning in at the last second. Okay.
Oh no. Oh, but the Hindenburg Bunyan goes down. That completely opens up the flank.
I think we're going to see a 0. We're going to see a 0.
If we see a 0, that's going to be the ultimate. That's the ultimate humiliation in this game, getting zeroed out, especially in a tournament format. You hate to see it. It's like the equivalent of 16-0ing someone in CS:GO.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, but very strange with the opening plays by ARP. And they were so calm and controlled in that game 1, and then here
it goes. The game is over. You're winners.
Not even losing a ship.
Not even losing a single ship. KSC. Yeah. I guess it took a little bit for them to wake up, but you know, I think they may have woken up a sleeping giant.
Yeah, that was nice one. We're all full of puns and really goofy commentary here, but that's what you get when you watch us. So,
dad jokes out the yin yang. Let's go over the frag count here. So, KSC dominating the floor with a single frag from 15 days in his Goliath. Aussie Zeus picking up a single frag in the Daring. Borla picking up 1 in the Kremlin. Torino picking up 1 in the... It's a very, very nice kill spread here. Everybody getting 1. Teamwork makes the dream work, it looks like here. Coop picking up 1 in the Goliath, and the Quicksilver picking up a kill in the Des Moines as well.
Well, looking at the kills for ARP... Oh. Yeah. They didn't get any there, Captain, so...
Womp, womp.
Yeah, they're just gonna have to wipe that from the collective memory. Just like sports, you gotta have a short memory when you're playing in KotS, and just be like, okay, we got obliterated. That never happened. Throw that in the dustbin. We're moving on to the next game, and yeah, because I've had it happen to me. Anybody that's played King of the Seas, you've had one of those games where you just get curb stomped, and you're just kind of like, okay, so you just got to completely forget about it and move on to the next one. But we did say that this series had a pretty good chance of going to game 3, so we are going to get our treat here. So
indeed, let's take a look at what's going on around the league. Let's see. Devastating Strike going 2-0 over Neon. They will move on to their group finals in Group A. So that's something. Good job to 07, the former KotS champions. PWP moving on 2-0 over CCTD as well. Good job to them. Man, PWP a powerhouse again. Fim
Buenos noches. Nope, no good. Go ahead.
Fim goes up. Friendship is Magic goes up 2-0 on SCL.
Yeah, nothing surprising there. Peds, the 1 clan beating North American Militia. Yep. So they're moving on. Buenos noches, 2-0 against Keep America Great. Haha, nice name. 1 upset so far.
Somehow,
Armada
that Buenos noches. That one name though, Buenos noches against Keep America Great. That has a little bit of political irony there.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. The first, like I just mentioned, the first upset, Armada del Sur. They are a Hurricane level clan for clan battles on NA. They actually got swept 2-0 by RBMK. Mistakes were made, and I guess that would be considered the first upset so far. So, Interesting.
Incredible.
Oh yeah.
It's
It's always a good day when KotS rolls back around, isn't it?
Oh, today is a wonderful day, Snick. Today is a wonderful day.
Okay.
All right,
so we get your favorite map here.
oh my goodness. I'm triggered just looking at it. Like, chat, look at this. Look at this. I'm triggered just looking at this. It's a diagonal map in Crash Zone Alpha, and I'm just like
Well, one thing that I've noticed from watching other streams and doing some trainings with TWA on it is that gameplay really does kind of gravitate towards the corners of the map, and that's really not that big of a surprise. It's kind of the same thing with, say, Tears of the Desert. Same thing. This also happened in clan battles too. Teams really like to try to get as wide as they can on this one because, you can see there on the 1 line and the 10 line, there's all those, medium-sized islands that you can basically just take a whole bunch of ships up there and just completely turn the corner. And it really does turn into a very wide, angular kind of fight that just kind of goes in a ring around the rosy, around the sea cap. So I would expect that that's pretty much the, I guess, the standard play that a lot of teams make on this one. So.
Indeed. Like, it's kind of sucks that these ship bans went out for this because the ships that actually really excel on those wide flanks are the Moskva and the Stalingrad. Because if you get the Stalingrads and Moskvas into, for example, the 1 or the 10 line and flanking around, they only need to realistically angle to one angle. And with those Russian bows, it's extremely powerful. And that's something that I've actually done when streaming the work in progress, all stats are not final ship, the Petropavlovsk, and it is extremely effective there.
Yeah, it definitely is. And, it's interesting because now that I'm thinking about it, obviously, Moskva and Stalingrad got banned, but I'm wondering if that's why KSC was bringing Goliaths, because of course those things do have the incredible pen with the HE. So perhaps they've brought them because they just like that really high alpha strike. But I didn't really see any Goliaths earlier today on EU, so definitely unique for KSC's part for sure.
Definitely. I do think, though, that the Goliath is actually a very strong choice, considering that Kremlins were not banned. Because with IFHE, the Goliath actually rips apart the Kremlins. And I think that is a very good meta countering pick. But otherwise, I do not think that the Goliath is as strong a pick as it should be. Or it's not a strong pick. It's an outlier. Because, in my opinion, when playing that ship, it's about as I compare it to some traditional British food, sometimes flavorless and bland.
Well, you are Canadian, so you got to get that little jab in there to your boys across the pond. But that's okay.
Of course, it's all love. It's all love.
we give them shit too. That's right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in now, let's take a look here. Game 1 on Tears of the Desert was won by ARPDN, quite a handy win, but we thought that was handy until we saw Game 2, which was won by KSC, and we are going into our 3rd game on Crash Zone Alpha. It's something, like, as Sneck said, I absolutely despise this map. It's, like, big hate, like, oh, I'm triggered.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. It's just, I think that due to the design, there's a lot more limited number of, I'd say, reasonable or good strats that you can pursue, because it's just, the corners of this map are so powerful, and I would be surprised if we saw anything other than corner pushes or, corner rotations or whatever, so. And the other thing is like, you can see a lot of the islands just looking at the minimap, especially in the center. They're so large, they're so tall, you can shove any cruiser, even battleships, up to them and just kind of island hop a little bit. And some of them, they're really close to each other, so you don't have that far to go, and you can really get ships pushed in and stuck in there. And it's kind of hard to deal some damage from certain angles because, again, the islands are just so tall. And I think that's kind of why the corner stuff happens, because, I mean, pushing into the middle at the beginning, it's just like you are safe, but
For
like
how
you were
long?
talking about earlier. Well, yeah, but like you were talking about earlier, if you get to the corner and, you know, turn a flank and you can just stay bow on towards a general direction, that's so hard to beat. It really is.
It
So.
re- Now, I must ask, Snick, with the games that
Mhm.
we've seen so far, we are 1-1. Who's
Yeah.
your money on?
Who's my money on? Well, I think KSC is going to continue that momentum over. They got to be feeling really good about themselves, or at least a lot better than they were after game 1. So I'm going to go with KSC here.
You know, I would really like to see ARP kind of slay the dragon here. So I'm gonna pick ARP for this one. Chat, let us know who you think is going to win. We are good to go here as streamers.
Yep.
And we will be seeing that wonderful little video on Crash Zone Alpha coming up here in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
The Narrows of the English Channel have borne witness to some of the most famous naval battles in history. Now the storied cliffs of Dover provide the inspiration and backdrop for a naval clash of epic proportions. This is Crash Zone Alpha. Crash Zone Alpha is a 42 by 42 kilometer domination style map with 3 cap points running in a line from southwest to northeast. The A cap is in the bottom left, B is in the center, and C is in the top right. In the center and southwest, both A and B caps provide a little cover for radar cruisers looking to support friendly destroyers as they vie for control of each cap. The islands that hug the borders of these 2 capture zones are tall enough to block most shells and close enough that their radar envelopes will cover their respective capture areas. To the northeast, Capture Area C is a much riskier play for cruisers. The islands here are smaller and further back from the capture zone, providing better access for destroyers. Battleships seeking better firing angles on enemies further south are likely to find what they're looking for, but pushing too far, too quickly, can be a very risky play. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Crash Zone Alpha.
Chat, here we go. Crash Zone Alpha, Game 3, KSC versus ARP Danger Noodle. Let's see some noise. Who have you got to win this game? Who have you got, KSC or ARP Danger Noodle? Let's go over the lineups. Let's see, KSC not really changing much in their original lineup from Game 2. Again, sticking with the same. I do believe they are going with a second Minotaur here instead of Des Moines being the only change in their lineup. So Yamato Kremlin, double Minnow, Des Moines, double Goliath, gearing Daring. Do we see any big meta changes over on Danger Noodle's side, Sneaky?
Yeah, we do have some changes. There is a Wooster and a Gearing going over towards A, along with Lady Alyssa's Yami. The Des Moines of Valen Antilles is actually pushing in towards B right now. Kitsunex is also on the cap in the Shima, dropping torps at the smoke screen. We can see the shells going in on the Des Moines. Then we have a Yoshino, Bourgogne, and Des Moines of Bunyan. He changed into a Des Moines for this one, going up towards, again, C. So Yoshino, that's an interesting selection. Same with the Bourgogne, but I know if my buddy Angel's watching, he'd be giving me shit for talking any shit on the Bourgogne, so it's not interesting. It's a good pick. It's a good pick, comrade. Yes.
It is Le Balanced. But
Le Balance.
Le Balance. But
All right.
But I've been looking at the Bourgogne.
Oh, quick.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A big hit on Quicksilver.
Yep.
But Valen Antilles also took a bit of a hit there, so it's a bit of a trade there. I do believe that I'm actually not sure who came out on top of this trade here, but it does look like Quicksilver is able to heal more. It does look like he only took pen damage, no Citadels.
Well, of course, the Minotaur is going to be able to heal up a lot more than Antilles, but that's a really interesting position for the Des Moines. Now, I don't really know exactly, because I don't want to look. I don't know exactly what KSC is doing, but Antilles' position is actually really compromised if KSC commits to a heavy A push down the 2 and the 3 line, because obviously, as soon as they come around the headland at like F3, they're going to have an angle on Antilles. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do with that guy as we move along here into the game.
However, it does not look to be the case, as KSC is actually making their major... It looks like they're going to form up for a push on C and try to hold that. It looks like they're maybe just a delaying force at A. So, so Valen Antilles may be safe on that island.
Yeah, for the time being anyway. Yeah, I see that. Okay, Navy SEAL is turning away, and I also saw the Kremlin is moving up towards the sea cap. Yep, there we go. He just got detected shooting. Oh, that Des Moines trying to make a... Bunyan's trying to make it across the gap there. Okay.
Oh, how sneaky will this Bunyan be?
Now that's a good spot for the Des Moines. That's a good spot.
This is going to put insane pressure on KSC to eliminate him. However, there is a Bourgogne supporting him, but the one drawback to that is, if Shadow Wolfish in his Des Moines manages to challenge Bunyan, the Bourgogne won't be able to support because he does not have the overmatch in his guns.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what goes on here. Bunyan looks like he's trying to creep to the corner. I think we're going to run into some...
Oh, what happened down south?
The gearing got radared. Okay, I missed that. The gearing got radared. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. The Minotaur got him. Holy.
Yeah, Torino's Minotaur got the radar right there. Of course, as soon as I move away from A, some shit goes down, but okay.
Right? I mean, yeah. I don't think any of us expected that. Usually destroyers play very, very cautiously on this side, and they seeing this, that's going to throw a wrench in the plans, and it's going to force Valen Antilles to actually reposition. However, he is radaring. He is trying to force out Drift's gearing, taking a big chunk off him, but 15 days with his Goliath replying with a salvo.
See, that's just such a mistake, because now that Wooster of Juno is completely alone down today, and KSC being able to get a kill on their weak side, that's just a bonus, honestly. That's just a bonus when you're able to get a frag that early, but some really sloppy DD play in the last game for ARP, and once again, with the gearing in this one, very, very sloppy for sure.
I think that Pepega play right there will end up costing them.
I mean, if it doesn't cost them, it's just gonna be incredibly difficult. Looks like we got a Wooster radar going down at A.
And now if we look at the body language of all of KSC ships down on A, aside from the Minotaur, they are going on the offensive. Coop's Goliath actually looking to get the flank on Juno's Wooster here.
Yeah, I see Borla. Okay. Yeah, Bourgogne and Bunyan here are running headlong into Borla's Kremlin. We'll see how this ends, but...
Well, I can tell you how it ends. Not well.
Well, probably not. No, probably not. Now the Goliath is chasing the Wooster of Juno, and Coop's got an excellent position right now. He can kind of chill there.
Very, very powerful positioning here. Coop with that lower than normal detection Goliath working out there. El Rabin needs to get his Yoshino into position to support this push on the Kremlin and Des Moines if ARP wants to manage to equalize this. If he doesn't do that, then they're done.
Yeah, but you can see here, without the DD support with the smoke, Coop's getting some really good damage into Juno, and of course Navy SEAL is going to have some potential broadsides to work here, because Juno can't keep turning to his right side, so bad spot for Juno. Yeah.
Lady Alyssa could catch Coop out here. He is broadside to the Yamato shells. Oh, let's see. Can the catch happen here? No, nothing. No. Coop skillfully turning out.
Yep. Good move there. And now look at this. Look what's going on with KSC. They're capping A. They are contesting B. They have C under control. It's looking really good for them. Even if they lose Borla up here, they're still in a really good position right now.
Because right now, the Bourgogne of Hilarious Man is taking an absolute boatload of damage. The Goliath is on him. The Des Moines on him. Borla's on him. He is in a world of hurt right here.
And very much like Bunyan's positioning, the B8 rock is also extremely powerful for a Des Moines that spawns for the Northwest team, because you can see he's able to get all three of his turrets going completely undetected. He's also at an angle where those torpedoes that are just going by, they have no chance of hitting him. So, yeah, that's really powerful positioning right there for sure. And now KSC, they got all three caps down. I mean, it would take a freaking catastrophe for them to blow this one at this point.
Now, Navy SEAL... the Jaws theme is playing. I don't know if he has Valen Antilles spotted right now. He is spotted. If he did push that angle, he could have blapped the Des Moines and rammed Alyssa, and that would have been devastating for ARPDanger Noodle. But however, Alyssa is taking a ton of hits right now.
Well, I guess he just wanted to take the side of caution. I mean, they're in strong positions. There's no need to, make anything too reckless. So that was probably the decision. I mean, sure, he is getting spammed by Juno right now, but I guess he just didn't want to make the reckless play, if you want to call it that.
Indeed. And then the Bourgogne is on his last legs. Des Moines picking up the kill on Hilarious Man. KSC putting a chokehold on ARPDanger Noodle.
Yeah, not looking too good. The Des Moines in B is now being radar. Quicksilver Slash's Minotaur is chiming in right now. Antilles plying in turn, but now he's caught out in a bad spot. And you can see that Minotaur AP just dealing some nice damage on the top part of that superstructure.
Nasty, nasty.
Oh, yeah, it can really bite in. There's also Torps coming in, I think, on Lady Alyssa. Yep, there we go. They just got detected. Lady Alyssa is... Yeah. No, they ran out. Okay. Oh, well. Yeah, Antilles is going to go down. I think Alyssa might be going down here.
Just barely. Oh.
Just barely.
As my good friend our good friend Static the Warmonger would say, Hoover, vacuumed up. And Valen Antilles getting eliminated through the middle, trying to make a play happen, just walked out and took torpedoes. However, Navy SEAL does go down, but I do think it's too little too late, as Lady Alyssa is now
look
dead.
At that damage. About 6K right there from Coop's Goliath. Oh, boy.
That thing is disgusting.
Yeah. That gearing dying that early literally just allowed a Goliath and a Minotaur to chill on the one line, use those islands for cover, and just do basically whatever they wanted. So, yeah, that was, it's really easy for casters just to, see a quick kill go down and be like, oh boy, that's thrown the game, or, oh, it's over already. But that's about as close as you're going to get, because losing all that spotting down there, I mean, it just throws everything so far out of whack so early on in the game. And again, it was just so surprising because their DDs played great in that first game, and then to see them just completely fall apart, honestly, in games 2 and 3, that was disappointing to say the least, for sure.
I mean, I do think maybe it could have been a smidge of overconfidence, or that first win just awakening a sleeping giant. Oh, Bunyan taking a big hit through the bow here, and he's gone. Thanos snapping the fingers. Borla, the hand of Thanos, eliminating Bunyan's Des Moines. I think it's all over but the crying here.
Comrade, let me show you my AP. Your bow, not strong enough. So, all right. Well, KSC is going to get the series victory 2-1, and they got their first win. They need one more, and they'll be moving on.
They'll be moving on. Like, unless something drastic here happens for ARPDanger Noodle, which I don't think will happen, considering there are no ships that can really punch above their weight class, and the only low ship being Borla's Kremlin, that extremely tanky Russian battleship.
And look at Torino getting some good AP as well. Yeah, he's turning broadside. He knows it's over. Just kill me is basically what he's saying. Wow.
950 points. Oh boy, this is
that's a stomp.
That is a stomp. You hate to see it. I thought the series would be a little bit closer, but it seems that the giant that was KSC woke up, and boy were they pissed.
Yeah, and they took care of business. So there we go, Senpai. The first series is in the books, and KSC is the winner.
Congratulations to KSC, moving on to their group finals. Congratulations to KSC, and a good effort from ARP, but it just seems they couldn't capitalize on that first win and carry their momentum through. Good job to KSC, and ARP, you still have a chance, I believe, or they have to win. ARP needs to win their next series in order to stay in, I believe.
Yeah, if they win their next series, then they'll go, because it's, again, the double elimination. So if they win, they're still in it. They'll move to, the losers final, if you want to call it that, because, again, this is the round robin that we got going on here, the double elimination. So, yeah. But, yeah, that was just, for how good they looked. So clean, calm, slow but sure, game 1, and then kind of like falling off of a bicycle for games 2 and 3. Just a complete catastrophe, in all honesty.
It's like that meme, sticking the stick in the spokes.
Yeah, seriously. But with all respect, that was definitely some ass whooping right there. So.
Yeah, that was some good play. KSC regaining their composure, and just showing why they are a purple clan tag clan.
That's right.
So let's go over the kill breakdown here. Let's see. Shadow picking up a single kill in his Des Moines. Aussie picking up a single kill in the Daring. Borla picking up that big kill on the Des Moines on the far side. Navy Seal trading out before he dies with that single kill. Coop picking up a single kill in the Goliath. And Torino picking up one in the Minotaur. And then looks kind of bland over on the Danger Noodle side.
Yeah, 1 kill in their final 2 games. That's never going to get it done. Just the Wooster getting the, I guess I kind of refer to it sometimes as the whatever kill. It's like, all right, you got one. It didn't change or do anything, so cool. Like here, it's like kind of finding the scraps at the bottom of the barrel. Like, here you go. Makes it look a little less bad than it was, but oh well.
So there you have it, folks. We have KSC moving on to the winners bracket game, or the winners bracket game for their group 2-1 victory over ARP Danger Noodle.
So we got some more results in here. Their sub